Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. The teenage boy accused of killing 10-year-old Lily Peters will be tried as an adult. That ruling was handed down this morning by an appeals court. The now 16-year-old boy, known only as CPB, is accused of killing and sexually assaulting Peters in April of 2022. In January of this year, a Chippewa County judge ruled the case would stay in adult court. Then in February, his attorney appealed that decision. The suspect is facing charges of first-degree intentional homicide and first-degree sexual assault. The fire danger in California is rising along with the temperature. Across Southern California, crews are scrambling to contain several major fires in Orange County. The airport fire erupted late Monday, rapidly spreading across hundreds of acres in just 2 hours. And east of LA, more evacuations as the line fire continues to grow there. This relentless heat wave is finally coming to an end, though. Temperatures are expected to drop significantly in the next 24 hours. That should give firefighters a chance to get the upper hand.
Well, speaking of the upper hand, we are holding on to some mild and warm temperatures. We'll warm it up tomorrow, getting into some upper 80s possibly. Smoke and haze is a part of our forecast as well as we go into the forecast. You're also looking at a slight chance of rain in the form of light showers to a sprinkle. You see that over La Crosse. Just happened within the hour here, trying to get some rain on the ground. Now, as we finish out the clouds and the wind, you can see this continuing. Smoke and haze also associated with that as well, even though we're trying to open up the skies a little bit more. We're right now to partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we'll probably get to at least partly cloudy skies to finish out the afternoon. Temperatures are widespread in the 70s to around 69 degrees. Your 24-hour temperature changed at least 1 to about 5 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. Eau Claire has the sunshine you can see now, but clouds are headed for them from 76 to about 78 degrees. La Crosse holding on to upper 70s to around the low 80s to finish out into the latter portion of the afternoon and into the evening. The winds are breezy out there now, and they will continue to get a little bit breezier as we go through the afternoon and gusty up to about 22 miles per hour plus. And look at the rainfall we picked up. When I come back, I'll have your full forecast to let you know how this all plays out for the week.
Hold on to your hats. All right, Art, thank you. Turning now to the campaign trail, the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia will welcome 2 candidates seeking the top job to uphold that very document. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump meeting for the first time ever on the debate stage tonight. And as CBS's Jared Hill reports, Americans are watching.
The city of brotherly love is getting ready for the first face-off between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. The state, a crucial battleground.
I'm interested to hear what both individuals have to say.
This debate is really tight, and they're both very strong candidates.
Some viewers are expecting a spectacle.
Makes for a more entertaining debate when he's allowed to run his mouth off.
Sources tell CBS News Harris's debate prep included studying what rattles her opponent. Trump preferred a less formal approach and has commented on the matchup at rallies.
You know, if I destroy her in the debate, they'll say, Trump suffered a humiliating defeat tonight, no matter what.
Any chance for tit for tat is going to be minimal, with a rule in place to mute the mics when it's not a candidate's turn to talk. But even the commercial breaks will speak volumes.
We don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Harris's campaign is running an ad during the debate featuring former Trump administration officials who argue he isn't fit to be president. She's also bringing some of them as guests this evening. Both camps have also been eyeing young voters, live streaming events in vertical video to make it easier to watch on a phone.
I think if the campaigns are smart, they will be working to get their spin of the debate, their best clips, their best moments from the debate on places like TikTok and Instagram.
Getting their messages out in the run-up to Election Day. Jared Hill, CBS News, Philadelphia.
After the verbal fireworks, both candidates return to stumping in key battleground states later this week. Leaves piling up, don't sweat it. Coming up, Consumer Reports blows through the best tools for conquering your autumn yard cleanup.
This is my grandma Kim. She has a lot to say about Eric Hovde.
Mr. Fancy, California banker, said he'd absolutely cut Social Security and raise the retirement age.
Hovde suggested that most seniors shouldn't vote.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
In Wisconsin, we have a word for guys like him.
DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's window and door replacement experts. Our superior quality, energy-saving windows and doors from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen are skillfully installed by certified technicians and backed by some of the strongest transferable warranties available. Save up to 22% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with Renewal by Andersen Windows and Doors. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
Democrats say everything's great, but when you're on a fixed income struggling to pay for gas, groceries, or medicine, it doesn't feel great.
Biden-Harris created this mess.
And Tammy Baldwin's been right there with them.
25 years in Washington. What's she done?
Raised taxes.
Added trillions in new debt.
And gave stimulus checks to illegals.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
I'd like a stimulus check.
I'd like you to take out the trash.
Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
At Benedictine Living Community La Crosse, assisted living is about the freedom to choose the things you want to do while leaving the chores and home maintenance behind. We provide you the independence you desire while offering assistance when you need it most. The freedom to live the way you choose. This year, start enjoying the life that you deserve. A life where you come first. Experience the Benedictine difference. Benedictine Assisted Living Community La Crosse. Live fully. Live well.
What does an opportunity economy look like? Tax cuts for working families. Billionaires and big corporations pay their fair share. It increases stability and security, gives people a true opportunity to get ahead. It's a very different vision than Donald Trump's. His plans will raise costs and taxes on the vast majority of Americans. We need to be thinking about the future and how we make it better for families like yours. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
And just like that, outdoor fall cleanup is in full swing. Using the right tools can make a back-breaking job much easier and faster. Consumer Reports tests dozens of these tools every year, so you don't have to fall for the ones that fail.
As summer winds down, homeowner Alex Joyce prepares for fall. His tool of choice, a leaf blower.
So we got 3 acres, lots of trees, lots of leaves. Fall is challenging.
After hours of rigorous testing, Consumer Reports experts know all about what makes a good leaf blower. Testers weigh and strategically pile leaves into a designated area. Then a timer is set to see how long each blower takes to clear the pile. Sears says it's also important to consider how much each leaf blower weighs and whether it's comfortable to use.
The heaviest models we've tested weigh nearly twice as much as the lightest ones, and that can make a huge difference even after just a few minutes.
At under 7 pounds, this battery-powered scale is relatively lightweight and costs nearly half the price of some other recommended leaf blowers. A chainsaw can be a handy tool if you've got bigger branches or even tree limbs to tackle. CR times how fast each chainsaw cuts through a 10-inch square oak beam. Some saws are faster than others, but fast isn't great if it's not safe.
We test chainsaws for a number of safety features, for things like kickback when cutting, but we also just look for some really basic things like whether it comes with a cover for the blade.
CR says you can cut fast and safely with this battery-powered Cenix. Pressure washers can make light work of heavy-duty cleaning, but if you don't use them correctly, you risk damaging paint, wood, stone, and even yourself. That's especially true when it comes to the narrowest nozzle.
We think zero-degree nozzles pose an unnecessary risk, which is why we say if you buy a pressure washer that comes with one, just toss it out.
This is Teresa Hope.
And while you might be tempted to give your dirty, mossy roof a pressure wash, Consumer Reports says don't do it. It's too dangerous to both you and the roof. Instead, spray the roof down with a 50-50 mix of bleach and water and let any moss die on its own that way. That wraps up your afternoon consumer news. As we head to break, here's a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our website for events like the tractor and truck pulls, demo derby, and horse pulls. Tyler Deaver is on stage 4 to 6 Thursday and Friday. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
We know Wisconsin workers can get the job done.
But China has been taking our jobs.
For years, our government built America's infrastructure with Chinese iron and steel. I said that's got to change.
Tammy Baldwin wrote the law to make sure American projects are made with American iron and steel. Now we're getting more work in Wisconsin.
With Wisconsin workers.
Tammy Baldwin stood up to China and our government.
She got the job done.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Get ready for the holidays and save money during our fall sale at Interior Designs Holman. All of our carpets are on sale. You'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimates in your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote that created America's inflation.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the bill is passed.
Economists said Harris's vote led directly to the higher prices we pay. 22% more for groceries, 50% more for gas. Mortgage costs nearly double. Thanks a lot, Kamala. Trump had our economy humming. He'll do it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our websites for events like the tractor and truck pulls, demo derby, and horse pulls. Don't forget the homemade pie auction on Sunday. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Welcome back. People with type 2 diabetes are almost twice as likely to develop asthma than people who don't have diabetes, according to an analysis of data on 17 million people. Researchers in Taiwan also found individuals with asthma are 28% more likely to develop diabetes than those without asthma. The study authors say the results suggest that when one of those chronic conditions is diagnosed, the patient should be screened for the other as well. A new report found the U.S. is facing an ongoing maternity health crisis. The report released today found 1 out of every 3 counties does not have a single obstetrician, and in many parts of the country, prenatal and delivery doctors are leaving the workforce. Some hospitals are also closing their labor and delivery units due to staff shortages and fewer births. Smokers who took up the habit before they were 18 are more likely to experience respiratory symptoms in their 20s, such as coughing and wheezing. That's according to a study presented at the European Respiratory Society Congress in Vienna. Researchers there found that young smokers increased the risk of respiratory symptoms by the age of 28 by about 80% compared to non-smokers. The risk was about 50% higher for smokers who started after age 18. And each year, about 1,300 infants in the U.S. under the age of 1 die from sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS. Now, researchers at UC San Francisco may be one step closer to helping prevent the mystery killer. In a study that included about 350 infants who died from SIDS, researchers identified metabolic differences that they say could help identify babies at higher risk, although they add more research is needed. Those were some of the day's top health headlines. As we take a live look outside now from CityCam 8, Art is in next with our forecast.
I don't trust Derek Van Orden to make decisions around my medical care. Everything was normal up until my ultrasound. I learned my baby would not survive. I did not have the choice to do what was right for me and my family in my home state, and that felt very deeply wrong to me. I am a conservative. I am scared for extremists like Derek Van Orden to be in office.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Think carpets to go for back-to-school savings. During the back-to-school sale, all dorm room carpet remnants are on sale. Cut pile carpet starts at just $189 per square foot. In-store click-together laminate starts at just $349 per square foot.
Ask about available 6-month financing. You can save big on whatever you want on your floor during the back-to-school sale going on now at Carpets to Go in Onalaska.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you see discoloration or damaged wood here, that can mean rotted materials here. Cheap repairs or inserts can cause bigger problems fast. You need a trusted window company to replace the window and fix the surrounding materials correctly. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Call now for free installation and 48 months interest-free financing. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions or something less.
He told us who he was.
Should abortion be punished?
There has to be some form of punishment.
Then he showed us.
For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
Now Donald Trump wants to go further with plans to restrict birth control, ban abortion nationwide, even monitor women's pregnancies. We know who Donald Trump is. He'll take control. We'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Download the News 8000 app today.
Well, welcome back. Good afternoon to you if you're just joining us. So I'm going to take you back to the city cam and start you out around the 6 o'clock hour and show you some of the smoke and haze possibly that we picked up today. We take it into, you're seeing some of the clouds open up. Some of that is also smoke and haze associated with that. And out in the distance, you can see some of that rainfall trying to get down to the ground, and a lot of it is not hitting the ground. It is mostly virga, or it's just kind of drying out as we continue out through the day. Anyway, carrying out all to present time right now, you're looking at least some partly to mostly cloudy skies across the region. Smoke and haze averted for us right now as far as wildfires are concerned, but we have smoke coming in from California as well as Idaho, portions of Nevada, getting into Denver as well and working across the area here. And that continues to stretch in our area. We'll see that all the way into at least tomorrow and maybe even on Thursday. Hey, take a look. This is what we have right now for the smoke and haze continuing across, billowing across the northern tier of the United States. It's starting to get a little pickup there from down all the way down from North Platte and working up and moving a little bit higher going into Canada. But I think it's going to stay with us, even though we're going to be picking up some stronger winds from the south over the next few days. Hey, take a look here. We've got today smoke and haze. As I've mentioned, we have the gusty winds. I've already mentioned that too, up to about 22 miles per hour. In some cases, Winona may even see at least up to about 29 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. We've got the drier air for now cutting across the central portion of the nation. That's Francine right there, going to become a pretty strong hurricane working towards Lake Charles and portions of Lafayette for landfall for the next couple of days here. We're going to be seeing again water vapor showing some of that moisture in the upper atmosphere as well as smoke and haze, but we have right here a short wave that continues to stretch across, edging closer right into areas by La Crosse. That's bringing us the rainfall associated again with all of this shortwave activity that's kind of getting over this ridge and moving into our area. That being said, warm conditions will ensue as we go into tomorrow, picking up that rainfall. And then again, you see Francine's going to be moving on shore, heading right into areas by Jackson, Mississippi, then heading right up towards areas right into Memphis, Tennessee. And that plume of moisture is going to start working closer and closer to La Crosse, and that's when our humidity begins to pick up. We get back into the mild, but we may see our temperatures warm up even more so. There's Francine making landfall going in for Wednesday. That's around 7 a.m. in the morning. And then tracking, you see it right there, tracking on shore, and then eventually heading up to Jackson, and then it continues all the way up into Memphis, and that big plume of moisture continues to move alongside of it and up to the north of it, and that continues to press right into our area as we go deeper into the end of the work week. That being said, you can see the rainfall associated with that too as well, bringing more of that moisture into play, and that will continue to change our weather significantly as we go through the next few days, as well as bringing a lot of flooding to a lot of folks. For now, we're going to go see much of that rainfall is going to get out of the way. We're going to dry it out, and we'll see drier conditions for today going into tomorrow as well. And take a look here as we finish out the next few days. This is what I've got going on for you. You're going to be looking at the potential for temperatures around 84 degrees today, 86 for tomorrow. I think we're going to jump it up again as we go into Thursday with temperatures well into near 90-degree heat, but cooling you down just a bit, but humidity will pick up, so our temperatures will probably warm with additional rainfall.
All right, thank you. Coming up, from Olympic mockery to world champion and breakdancer's stunning comeback, Australian breaker Ray Gunn, you know her, tops global rankings after her viral Olympic fumble. Her unexpected rise to #1 is next.
Now is the time to take advantage of Buyer Cabinet's fall countertop sale. Now through October 31st, receive $250 off our wide selection of beautiful natural stone and quartz countertops. Stop in today. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem.
Women need to pay close attention
to what Eric Hovde says about access to abortion.
Hovde's all in about opposing reproductive rights.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
And he wanted Roe overturned.
Do you think Roe versus Wade should be overturned?
Yes. So Eric Hovde is okay with politicians overruling decisions of doctors like me.
My patients worry about what Hovde will take away next.
A vote for Eric Hovde means we'll lose even more control over our lives.
Women Vote is responsible for the content of this ad.
Ever have one of those days? Yeah, one of those days. We're here to make your day brighter. Q Ultra's A+ accounts, turning bad days into A+ days. Say hello to convenience and security with online and mobile banking, contactless debit cards, and mobile wallet. Plus, better rates, no minimum balance, and no fees. Make every day an A+ day. Open your account online today or stop by your local Ultra office. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life, one stress-free day at a time.
Gas, groceries, school supplies, everything costs more. Eggs are almost twice as much as they were 4 years ago. Biden, Harris, and the Democrats keep telling us things are better. They aren't better. And Tammy Baldwin is making it worse, raising taxes, running up debt, voting for spending that's driving inflation. 25 years in Washington and she's done nothing. It's time for a change.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. I'm traveling the country today, just talking to everyday Americans, seeing if they'll make the switch from fossil fuels to geothermal heating and cooling. Have you ever considered using geothermal to fight climate change?
No. Somebody said we were going to be frozen over by now. What do you see?
Well, I did an energy audit on your house. Do you want to see it?
Can we turn the clock back? Save me all this money?
Sounds like I've convinced you to consider the fight against climate change.
That's a secondary benefit, but I mean, you know, I don't mind saving 40 grand.
Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote that created America's inflation.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the bill is passed.
Economists said Harris's vote led directly to the higher prices we pay. 22% more for groceries, 50% more for gas. Mortgage costs nearly double. Thanks a lot, Kamala. Trump had our economy humming. He'll do it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Now is the time to take advantage of Buyer Cabinet's fall countertop sale. Now through October 31st, receive $250 off our wide selection of beautiful natural stone and quartz countertops. Stop in today. Buyer Cabinets, West Salem.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Australian breakdancer Ray Gunn is now ranked the #1 breaker in the world. That's despite failing to score any points across her Paris Olympics battles and going viral with her unconventional performance that was widely mocked. Well, look who's laughing now, right? The 37-year-old has claimed the top spot in the latest women's rankings released by the sport's governing body. That's because she won the gold medal at last year's WDSF Oceania Championships. That secured her 1,000 ranking points and vaulted her to first place. Stay with us. We'll have one more check of your forecast when we come back.
I'm not old enough to vote yet, but I learned how 1 out of 6 of us will someday be raped.
So please, think about me when you vote. I learned how our freedom to have an abortion was taken away.
Even in cases of rape or incest.
Even to travel to get an abortion.
Please, think about me.
You know who got rid of Roe v. Wade.
Now women are being refused life-saving care at hospitals. And politicians are trying to ban birth control.
Please, think about me.
My parents call me their miracle daughter because I was born with IVF.
But IVF could be banned too.
Do they think we're less than human?
Do they think we can't make decisions about our own bodies? About our own lives?
When you vote, please think about me.
And me.
And me.
Because the politician who got rid of Roe v. Wade,
he couldn't care less.
Get
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Make cleanups quick and easy with big savings on Liebman products. Great on many surfaces, the Wonder Mop is tough on stubborn dirt and messes and is just $7.99 after rebate. Brighten up your spaces with an 11% rebate on all GT light bulbs. This light bulb is 7 times brighter than a standard bulb and features adjustable light panels. Get this 3-panel bulb for just $7.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I don't trust Derek Van Orden to make decisions around my medical care. Everything was normal up until my ultrasound. I learned my baby would not survive. I did not have the choice to do what was right for me and my family in my home state, and that felt very deeply wrong to me. I am a conservative. I am scared for extremists like Derek Van Orden to be in office.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
All right, take a look at this. 84 degrees today. I think I'm going to bump it up to about 87 degrees for you tomorrow. Not much in the way of rainfall. Then we get into 89 on Thursday and try to cool it down, but humidity is on the way, my friend.
Staying a little toasty out there. Thank you, Art. Thank you for joining us. We will see you back here tonight. Until then, enjoy your Tuesday.